Welcome to a new science class. Are you ready to learn some more? Let's begin. In previous lessons, you learned that biomes are big, huge ecosystems. Grasslands, deserts, and forests are some examples of biomes. Today, we will talk about forests. Sometimes people call them the woods. You'll see why after this video. What are forests? Well, take a look at these pictures and you will probably tell me right away what a forest is. Can you figure out why forests are sometimes called the woods? Of course, because there are lots of trees and more trees that can give us wood. What main characteristics do you think forests have? I am sure you've noticed some of these. Trees are the biggest part of this biome. There is a variety of living things such as different types of trees, plants, and a diversity of animal life. By looking at the pictures, you can also figure out that there are different types of forests. There are forests all over the world, but not all forests are the same. The types of forests depend on the weather conditions as well as location too. Today, we will focus on 3 types of forests we can find in our country, Ecuador. Let's start with the tropical dry forests. Look at the pictures to have an idea of what a tropical dry forest in our country looks like. If you live on the coast, you are familiar with these type of forests. These forests are located in hot areas in the coast, mainly from Esmeraldas to Guayas. The wet and dry seasons are very clear. The wet season or rainy season goes from December to May, while the rest of the year is rather dry. In these forests, trees lose their leaves during the dry season. This is considered an area of great biological impact due to the number of species living in it. Birds such as wood stars, mammals such as foxes, as well as some reptiles and amphibians are part of these forests. Ceibo's is a type of tree that is found in these particular forests. The next type of forest is an endangered forest. There are some of them in Ecuador. They are the mangrove swamp forests. Look at the picture. Does this forest look like the rest of the forests? Well, there are some differences. Take a look at the roots. What's different about them? You probably noticed that the roots stick up in the air, and that is not usual. This is a characteristic of mangrove trees. Roots stick up so that the plants can breathe. Another characteristic of this forest that is unusual is that these trees tolerate salt water. That's why you can find mangrove forests along the coast. In Ecuador, mangrove forests are distributed along the Ecuadorian coast and located at the mouths of river systems. You can find mangrove forests in Esmeraldas, Manabí, El Oro, and Guayas. Mangrove forests are very important because protect the land from erosion, and they provide a habitat to land and marine life such as crabs, fish, shells, and oysters, as well as a great variety of birds. We say that it's endangered forest because mismanagement of shrimp industry has caused the destruction of many mangrove forests. I'm sure you're familiar with the next type of forest. Have you heard about the Yasuni National Park? Of course you've heard about it. It is one of the rainforests from our country. Obviously, we're going to talk about rainforests. What's so special about rainforests? Well, you see, first, if you focus your attention on the name rainforest, you can easily figure out that there's lots of rain in this area. Second, the biodiversity in the tropical rainforest is huge, immense, abundant. There are a great amount of species. Some are not even known yet. Plants, animals, and insects, but also indigenous people who live respecting nature and without having contact with civilization. Rainforests have more kinds of trees than any other place in the world. 1/4 of the medicines we use come from rainforest plants. Ecuadorian rainforests are located mainly in the Amazon region and are a great attraction for tourism. Rainforests are called the lungs of the planet. Why do you think they give rainforest this name? Well, because trees give us oxygen to breathe, and nowadays deforestation is a major problem in many places. We should all be interested in conserving and protecting rainforests, which, by the way, have another resource that is very valuable for governments and countries: oil. This is a strong reason why these forests are constantly being exploded, destroying a very rich ecosystem and disturbing native people's lives and animals and plants' habitat. Well, now you have a clear idea of the most important type of forest in our country. Now, let's see if you can do this short exercise about characteristics of each type. Here you have pictures and characteristics of the different types of forests in our country. On the other side, there is a chart of characteristics and pictures to be classified. Can you place each picture and characteristic under the correct type of forest? Let's see.
The first type of forest is a tropical dry forest. The second type is the mangrove forest. And the third one is the tropical rainforest. Let's read the characteristics and place them under the appropriate column. Let's see. Tropical dry forest. Located in the coast. Trees lose leaves in the dry season. Mangrove swamp forests. They're also located in the coast. It is habitat for crabs, and trees tolerate salt water. Tropical rainforest. Biggest biodiversity in the world. They're located in the Amazon region. Large amount of rain.
Well, we have talked about the most important types of forests in our country. Are you ready to answer some questions? Let's see. Question number 1. What is the main characteristics of the forest biome? Of course, that they are covered by trees. That's why they are also called the woods. Question number 2. What are the main types of forests in Ecuador? The tropical dry forest and the mangrove swamp forests that are located in the coast, and the tropical rainforest that is located in the Amazon region. Question number 3. What is the difference between a mangrove swamp forest and a dry tropical forest? The main difference is the type of tree. Mangrove trees tolerate salt water, and the roots stick up in the air for the plants to breathe, while trees in the tropical dry forest have the roots lie below the surface of the soil. Last but not the least, question number 4. Why are tropical rainforests so important? Because they are the lungs of Earth. They not only have the biggest biodiversity in the world, they also provide our planet with oxygen due to the huge, enormous amount of trees. Well, kids, see you on our next science class. Goodbye.